Hello, my name is Prince Mays. Welcome to Prince AM4 YouTube channel. Like, share, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Share twice. I was supposed to finish Sam Walton's Made in America on the 14th of February. That did not happen. I need some comments in below, some like repercussions or consequences for not doing that. But I just want to share what I think of this book so far and where, like, my view as Prince Mays in 2021 versus Sam Walton and the contributors to that book in 1992. Reading it, I have not finished, but reading it, the experience of Walmart has changed drastically. How that store was ran, this is like some horror stories. The early beginnings and just figuring things out. It's never easy being the first one, like, and then keeping it going is never easy. And I say horror stories in regards to, like, if you read the book, there's a story about like watermelons and donkeys. That story, it didn't sound didn't sound good to me. Like, I would have been like, whoa, never shopping there again. But it's crazy, like, those humble beginnings to now where the company is and where they envision themselves going is just crazy. And I don't think Sam Walton envisioned this. I think he always wanted Walmart to be around, but like, he passed away before I was born, so some decades ago. And the people he surrounded himself with, the culture he created in the company has shifted and changed. But honestly, I think there's a good group of us, and I say us because I do think I am a dope individual, but there's a good group of us in the company, and I think we're shifting Walmart forward in a way that'll make him happy. I haven't finished the book, so I'm not fully, his vision isn't fully painted out to me yet, but it's just crazy where the company started to where it is now. And my mindset on the company has shifted quite a bit. It has changed quite a bit. I appreciate the fact that I'm able to take care of my family through the paychecks I received here. I appreciate the ability to grow myself in this company. A lot of growing pains, but in the last year, I've stepped it up quite a bit. And applying myself is not something I'm good at. I've never been good at before. Because honestly, I'm one of those people that most people I encounter, and I do mean most, would say I have so much potential. And it's like, well, what do you do with that? And that always seemed daunting to like apply myself because there's so much to apply. And it is tiresome, and that's part of the reason why I've been slacking in like content, but that's not an excuse. That's just me stating the fact. And the adjustments needed to do so. And I think you'll see in the content and where I take this channel, where I envision it and how I apply myself. But like, I just know that this company, if you apply yourself, take the ownership, and just change your mindset on things, you can go far with it. You go as far as you really want to go. And we really, what I've experienced in the last like year, even in the last like just few months of just like almost reaping what I sow, it's crazy to me the shift and change in the people I've encountered since making different decisions and changing my attitude towards life in general, but like that also includes work. And the possibilities are just growing for me. And I'm appreciative to Sam Walton and his family and the company for that, providing me the opportunity, because I can't say woulda, coulda, shouldas with my life. I can only tell you what it is. And I've made some growth within the company, so I'm appreciative for that. And I think just reading about his story and the type of person he was a force, man. This guy, honestly, like, I'm glad he's not one of my competitors, because his perseverance and other stores just trying to break down what they do, how they do it, and just trying to figure it out. He was relentless in it, and it's really refreshing because, like, Walmart is so formulaic at times. Just going back and reading that is just refreshing how he was such a go-getter. Like, any idea he was willing to try. And that's honestly where I'm at in life. It's like shifting from not applying myself to applying myself is like, well, the sky is the limit. What can I do? How can I do? What can I improve on? People like to say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But I like to say, like, how can I improve this? You know, it was a quote like that. I fumbled, but it's all right. But like, it's just like reading this book is refreshing. And honestly, I think sometimes we take a lot of things for granted, but the opportunities in front of us, I'd rather start taking advantage of them now as opposed to waiting to pass them up and think back later like, oh, that was an opportunity. And I just think Walmart's a dope place full of dope people. And that's why I included myself in that, because I don't think I'm the best yet. I think I'm working to be the best. And I'm honestly working to be the best me. There are a lot of dope people in the company. And honestly, I get to a point where it's like you see the quotes in the buildings in the back room, and like you hear the sayings, but like I'm at the point where it's like I'm just gonna start believing people for what they are and like what they show me they are. And that includes good things as well as bad. Like if people are constantly like playing the victim or not taking full ownership or 10x ownership or extreme ownership, and it's like, oh, I see what kind of mindset you are. I want to stay away from you. And or if it's just like the people that are like, oh, our problem now, let's get it. That's a shift in mindset, and I've become aware of that. And I want to be around those people like, oh, that's my problem now. Like I realized this a while ago. Responsibility does not mean less work. It means more work. It means more burden. It means more taking on what and trying to take, like literally taking on the weight of the world or county or store, whatever you want to put onto your back and be like, all right, let's like, it's my issue. Let me address it. Let me correct this as best as I can. And then when you start surrounding yourself with people that are similar minded, you don't have to be like minded in terms of like you think, act, and behave the same way, but like if you surround yourself with people who are willing to work. And the quotes around the building, I think one of the quotes in our stores, or probably around most stores, is like something about how like you'd be surprised how like if you get a group of people an incentive to do their best, what results will come of it. I'm really paraphrasing that because that's not the quote, but I'm paraphrasing it, something like that. It's like, yes, you can do some incredible things with some people that if just give an eye test, you wouldn't think that could do that. But it's like, oh, we really can do some things if we all act as a collective and as a unit, get things together. And that's just what I want to hit on, because I just know taking on more responsibility in a company for me has really been eye-opening to how much I think this company has grown and how much it can grow with continuously pushing for the best. And they do weed out the weak from the strong, though. It's clear like who is willing to accept more responsibility, who is willing to adapt and grow and change and really dig in deep in themselves and regurgitate that to those around them, because you can't do everything yourself. And that's like one of the most glaring things of leadership. Is like you physically cannot do everything yourself. Your ultimate goal is to lead a team to results that will lead to success. I don't think anybody really feels that, and if you do, you probably like seldom sing. But like, if you feel like you can conquer the world by yourself, it's chances are it's not going to happen. You need a team, and I think Walmart has shown me a lot about myself and about teamwork and about leadership that a year ago I took for granted the opportunities that was before me in years past, and I'm just humbled, I'm thankful, I'm grateful for all the opportunities it has for me, because if it wasn't for the opportunities I have at Walmart, I'd be shrinking instead of growing. And that's just where this video's at. Stay tuned for next week. I'm out. My name is Prince Mays, Prince I Am YouTube channel. Share, subscribe, like, hit the notification bell. More is on the way.